at the theme parks of the Gold Coast. So I thought, why not have a crack at Port? I thought I was planning to do Hawaii this year, and I thought I got to squeeze one in early, or I'm not going to do it basically. And then you got to squeeze another 2 Ironmans in just before Hawaii, and then you just be falling apart by Hawaii. So I thought, try and have a short recovery and then get back into it. And I kind of started training well again. I thought I didn't need to train as much because I kind of pretty much nearly did Melbourne anyway. So yeah, I just decided a few days after the race basically. I was tossing up between this and Wildflower, but I thought I got to stick to the game plan and have a crack. You always want to win, but like sometimes you just can't. So yeah, I did the best what I could put together today, so I can't complain with that. You know, I kind of heard rumours that he wasn't going to have a strong back half marathon, so I thought in my head he was going to go for a really strong bike and just put it all on the table, and I thought he might pull it off, but I thought even if he rides that hard and has a big gap, he's going to suffer regardless of his injury. So you got to stick to your game plan, and you know it is a bit depressing when someone's got 10-11 minutes on you off the bike, but you got to just keep positive as much as you can basically. The way it tears off is you got to be in a podium, and then it just halves basically, or dramatically drops. So if I get 2 podiums, I'll be on track to go to Kona, and so that's the plan. But yeah, it's just basically the mental side of trying to get your head around training for another Ironman and doing, it's basically 3 Ironman preps in a row and plus Hawaii if I end up doing it. So yeah, I'll just have to assess over the next week or 2 and see how the body recovers, but it'll be more mental and physically. I think physically I'll be fine.
The podium was the goal, if I'm honest. Yeah, I went into the race looking at the start list thinking, like you said, there's a lot of good guys who are turning up. You never know what's going to happen on the day. It's a challenging course, so my goal going into the race was always to just try and tough it out. You know, even if it got difficult, which I knew it would be. You never know what's going to happen up ahead, and you know, as it turned out, a couple of guys struggled, and I managed to hold it together reasonably well at the end and hold on for 3rd. So yeah, I was really happy with that. I mean, I managed to stay with a small group for the first loop or so. And then when we headed out on the 2nd loop into the headwinds and a bit of a crosswind, things really opened up a little bit then. I put my head down, tucked my shoulders in and decided to go for it, and managed to pull a gap, and I was solo for the rest of the day for the whole of the 2nd loop then. And obviously the run was pretty lonely as well. There were only guys up ahead and just trying to look behind me and make sure that no one was catching up too fast. But yeah, I mean, it's a really honest course. I think it's the bike is super challenging. I had no idea what I was getting myself in for, to be honest. You know, I raced in Australia in Ironman WA in Bustleton, and this is a far cry from that course, I tell you. But no, it's good. It's, you know, to have the chance to race a course that isn't set up for a PB, you know, it's a good thing. It's nice to get a fast time, and you know that looks great. But to challenge yourself over a really good, honest course, you know, and all the guys who race, you know, like you said, I think it does make it an honest race. You know, it's really mano a mano out there. You know, it's kind of old school racing. It's the way it should be, and it was really good. No, it's a good course. So I mean, I spent the early part of the year training in Phoenix, in Arizona, and you know, I like the timing of the race in April, and I've raced Ironman South Africa a couple of times before, and having raced in Australia before, I loved it, loved the experience, loved the Aussies, and really wanted to come back. So you know, this just fitted in perfectly, and you know, it was always on my radar to come back to Australia. So it's just worked out timing wise, and you know, I've been lucky to have a few friends in Australia as well that I've stayed with, and it's been an awesome experience, and yeah, I hope to be back again. Thanks so much. Cheers.
Even though he had